welcome back everyone to another episode of Timberborn with me, Dr. Munchkin. So last time, if you've been following along, we got a diverter valve up that should protect us from a bad tide. We also got our metal production up over here. We got some more power online. We unlocked the Numbercruncher, although we don't have all the materials as of yet. Gears are the biggest thing that we need right now. We should have enough power to make that. And we also unlocked our Tubeway station. And so our Tubeway station, we are trying to get more science so that our pathing here, we can actually get the tubes to build up to here to get even more metals, get over here, maybe build some more storage or other things up here. And then we have over here connections, and this is to get more metal production online. But the goal today is to continue to expand ourselves, get all those online, hopefully increase overall production, well-being, get some more beavers, get some more storage on things as well. So right now we still have 2 vacancies, getting more beavers. We have 4 of these online. We still have 20 beds with all the housing, and I like how it came up to this level so we can build on top. But yeah, the other thing we need to do is get all the way up here, and this is probably actually a priority. So once we unlock that, we're going to prioritize this, because if we get a fluid dump, one of these guys, we can actually fill this in, make all this green, cut all this down, go to Forrester, maybe some more gardening for food and whatnot. We do have 670 water. That should be good. This bad tide is coming in 3 days, and we will actually be able to see whether or not this worked or not. I don't know. We built a dam just because you can see here it kind of overflows just a little bit. But with that, this should close and all the water should go back there. I just don't know if it needs to be higher. We will find out in a few days. But yes, those are the dastardly pens. But as we get into it, as always, if you guys like the content, make sure you guys like and subscribe. I'd appreciate that. Okay, so how are we doing on... Gears are still coming up. Are you almost done? Still need so many gears. We're actually going to probably... that needs gears as well. And then, yes, you will need gears. One of the vacancies is that, which is good, because that is not an issue. We are triple speed through the night. This is generating more than enough power, I want to say. Yeah. The only problem is, now this one will still function. I don't know if this one will, but a bad tide, since we block off this channel, we're going to lose some power. And we want to upgrade that. We want to get the engines online to help facilitate some power. Are we still producing metals? We should be. Yes, still plenty of metals up there. Tons of metals. Okay, so metals are not my problem. You guys are working at 100%, so that is good. We did just get the 600, so I am going to get the vertical tubeway. Like this. We still need the other one, unfortunately. Like this. Oh no, we can't actually build over. Well, we can kind of build a little bit. Something like that. And like that. And so once we get the normal tubeways, we should be able to connect all that up. The beavers are at least building this vertical tubeway, since they only need, what do they need? 4 planks, which we have some planks, and 1 metal block. So we can't do all that as of yet, but having 12 metal blocks is very helpful. And this already has all the metal blocks, which is good. But we need to connect this up to here. Once we build that, we can connect up to here as well. All right. Today is the test. Are we going to be able to do it? Is the question. We'll see if this bad tide actually does horrible things to us or not. And so, I should push all this water out. We do have the dams in place. We'll lose this power, which is not the end of the world. Bad tide has started. We're going to actually pause all our water here. We could keep pumping just because this water is separate. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, it is fluctuating, but not overflowing. It is going over the dam off the map. We could potentially build up. We don't really have a lot of logs, but we could potentially build up even higher. That's also what we need. We need to get the explosive factory online, because with the explosive factory, we should have dynamite to actually make all this screen to expand out our wood and everything else. So yes, that will be a big thing. These trees are actually starting to grow. How much power are we producing? Only 280. That is not good. This is barely functioning. So yeah, this is a little bit of an issue. We don't really have a lot of planks. I am going to temporarily pause these things. Food is still very important to us, so that needs to run. It only needs 50 power. And how much are we producing? 280. And we need 245. So that's all we can run right now, and that's okay. We're still producing gears, still producing planks. That's what we need. But we are about, how much was it? I think it was 500. It is 500. And then we can start building that, and that will get everything connected. How are we doing on these gears, though? Still more to go. And I don't know what all the flooding is about. It's very odd to me. But I'm very, very glad that this worked, and we didn't get any delirious effects from all that. We're going to turn on all the pumpers. We actually have full power again, because the water's back, and we have an equilibrium here. Beaver injured, that is okay. What we could also do is if I reroute that, and then actually delete that, we could get some more woodworkers, get another gear shop here, and then just add an extra path here. And if we get some decorations, do I have anything unlocked? We have a beaver bust right there. They'll build that. It is fine to build such things. But this, one of these produces one every 0.6 hours, and you use one every 3 hours. So you would use, so in 3 hours, that's about 4. It's almost 5, right? Because 5 times 0.6 is 3. So you almost produce 5, but we use 1. So we should be having a surplus of planks, especially with 2 of these online. And then once we have a beaver available, we should be okay going forward. All you guys are pumping, water's fine. That's good. How are we doing on the metals? Metals we're kind of getting close on. It's not the end of the world. We still have 21. How are we doing over here? Another 25 are required. Let's go ahead and just make you high priority as well, so we're producing twice as many gears. Hopefully that goes even faster. We are losing people out of here, which is where we want to lose them. This should actually be kind of the lowest, or a lower priority, just to keep the jobs filled. And we do finally have enough here, so what we're going to do, get our landscaping on like this. Just so we can continue on to do what we want. Something like that. And then that can all be connected. This is where I'm actually wondering what I want to do. We could actually dynamite underneath or do something like that. And then this is the the crux of the problem, oh, we actually have everything in there too, is getting over here. Once we have dynamite, these solid ones can actually go underground, and they are very, very helpful to do so. But look, we've even done all that. In fact, I'm slightly wondering, actually we only have 9 left. And then, so let's make you top priority, you a next priority. And then I guess this is going to be a priority, and this will be a priority. In that order. But new day, new adventures. All beavers have jobs, which is good. And then once the Numbercruncher's online, we're actually going to get 5 more jobs because I'm going to be destroying all these. So actually, we have 2 vacancies. That's fine. We have all the power set up, right? Did we never... Hold on. We never built all this. Oh, it's because it required a gear. That's okay. That's okay. We got this. We got this. Now that just requires a log, and that requires a log. Now we have power over here. Excellent. And we have a Numbercruncher. So this, 100%, we are producing enough power for this system, which I'm happy about. So we're going to come over here and do a little bit of this. Like so. We still have more beavers available, so district management, or rather housing. We are just going to get another one of these online. Something like that. Get our decorations up. Kind of want to get a shrub. And a brazier would be really, really nice over here. Just to get all the beavers coming in. Go ahead and get a roof up here. They won't be able to reach that yet for a while, but that is okay. We'll get the bell over here. We don't have enough science points. That's okay. It's 500. No wonder. I do want the lantern, though. Lantern will be phenomenal. We're actually going to come over here and do a little bit of that. And then hopefully, where are my log storage? Gears. No, there's my logs. So they should be building everything now, and I think that is good for the amount of beavers that we want to have. Let's go ahead and get some more decorations online. We just place this in just little bits here and there. It lightens things up. And they don't cost that much, logs and planks. But this is the priority. Once they have that, they will start to be using this to go up here, which would be perfect. We still need all those gears, though, in order to make all this stuff. We're really happy about that, though. So we're producing 10 an hour. So this will be skyrocketing, and we have more beaver jobs available in here. This also opens up this possibility. So what I kind of want to do is this. And then come over here and do a little bit of demolish work like this. Now we have all this to do something. And what do we want to do? Food, I think we're fine on food for now. Okay with all that. We could get more cassavas. I think we should get storage or something else of that nature. How are we doing on the wonders? Well, I kind of need other stuff for that. Let's get into landscaping. Did we ever get that bad? We did get that online. Explosives factory. We could build that if... Oh, I needed 2. Something like that. And then we go to landscaping, explosives factory right there. And if we build you, then we can start building dynamite. And that will be helpful. And what do I need for explosives? Landscaping. I need Oh, I need extract. Okay, so water management. That's a fluid dump. Still want to do centrifuge is what I need. And that is a problem for me. Okay. How do we want to handle this? We could put that there, but what I actually would require, and this will be helpful long term, something like you, power. I need a double. There we go. Power. Something like that. Okay, that's actually built, so now they're going to start working on these things. How are we doing up here? Oh, we're working really well, so the network is coming online. I'm liking that. Again, once all this is connected, we have quite a bit. And the reason why we want to put the centrifuge down here is just because we don't want to deal with migrating all that. We could migrate power over here. Actually, we could. We could do this. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. This is actually advantageous long-term as well, just because we will have this additional power in the system during a bad tide. We still need all the... I want engines here as well to power all this, but this is going to be a new industrial area. Let's actually up the priority of you just a little bit. Or rather a lot, because once this is online, we can start dynamiting, and I do want to get that. For the centrifuge... If I go to water, how much were you? 600, we do just have that. We'll go ahead and get that online. And actually, we could, I think that's a little bit advantageous for us. Just do this to save ourselves a little bit of headache. So once all that's built, we already have the pathway underneath here. Like so. Now what we want to do over here, I do not know. But this is almost done. And then we do require this, but we do need these metal blocks a bit faster. So we are going to go ahead and high prioritize this. All that. Because how are we doing over here? We still have quite a bit. So I'm happy about that. Beavers are okay, and now we are producing dynamite. Or rather explosives. I will need storage for this. Storage, medium storage. About there. And then we can also do a little bit of this. Get our pathing set up like this. And then I can add another medium storage on top of that. You will be explosives, which is here. And you, I don't really need right now. We have plenty of food. I do want to get more food resources online while we are at it. But we need to get this metal production online. So once this is done, I can kill these jobs. We do have quite a bit to still go through. So I'm happy about that. And then once we actually get up here, We should be able to fluid dump. Do that. Something like that. And what do you need? Just planks and logs. And then we do need a lumberjacks. Like so. And I will also need a forester. That is okay, and we will just get bed of pathing here. Okay, so they are setting these up now, so we will be good on metals. And so I actually want to start prioritizing... Oh, no. That. We are starting to get beavers online as well. Cut trees, mark for cutting. All of that. How far can you go? Out to there? There we go. And you guys can get all those as well. You guys should have, Joe, at least let's prioritize something. Okay, so this should be good. We should get an influx of wood. I actually want to even storage get, I don't have, oh, that's right, these guys don't have that. Well, we are going to do this, and you will be logs, and you will be logs, and you will just be raw metals, and then we also need a bit of platforming like so. How do I want to, let's get the stairs. Okay, so this gets me there, and then this gets me here. Something like that. Add a decoration while we're at it. Let's get a shrub here, or rather a brazier, so they can all be happy, and then a lamppost. Okay, that will be good. You, we are getting water, so let's go ahead and get some, plant some trees. What was your range? Out to here, but I think I can only go to there. And then I actually need to build another farmhouse right here, and I'm going to plant crops. Corn sounds good, like all three of these. Let's get some soybeans online up here. Some canola. How far can you reach? All the way over. Oh, I didn't want corn. Or, hold on, food, is this the food factories? Yeah, the food factories. I need the food factories online. Those require canola oil but these require fermented soybeans, right? Yeah, we could do fermented soybeans. So I don't want that for now. We'll go ahead and get a little bit of corn while we're at it. And that should be good for that. But you should be adding water for these guys to plant and do other things. So that is good. We are getting the network stood up, which I'm happy about as well. We have plenty of that. So storage, we are going to unlock the big storage, I think. How are we doing on other things? Dynamite, we only have 5. Prioritize this. We should have plenty of logs to do that. How are we doing over here? You guys are almost done, right? Yeah. Drought? Oh, didn't even realize a drought was coming. That's the other thing we want. Since I have that, we are going to unlock you. Let's go ahead and clear out these resources here. Alright, you have all the building jobs, that's fine. Network is coming along. They are slowly building all this as well. Well, let's do a little bit of reconfiguring. Seems I might need more. You can get even farther. Excellent. So what we're going to do is this. And then you prioritize your construction so we get this filled with water. So that's always full. And then we cleared that out. Storage, I want you online. You are just going to be water, since we need to get this a little bit better. And I'm actually going to mark you guys for destruction as well. Yeah, it seems fine. Something like that, and then storage. We will unlock this since we have the means to do so. Let's do a little bit of a bypass and see how this works. Just because we can do that, and then we can get something like that, and then prioritize all this. This can be a lower priority. Kind of want them to build that first. Logs are doing okay. Metals are crazy. Still need more metals. Oh, and because we're in a drought, we actually don't have any power. So if I go to power, an engine would be fantastic. Now, do I have gears? I do have a little bit of gears. Metal blocks, I am hurting on. We can still... do we want to unlock it? No, might as well. So how we want to do this is as follows. Like you. And then we will just set a path. like that, and then we will get power. Like this. There we go. Alright, so this should help with the farm situation. This will need to regulate. Mainly these would be off to not burn through wood, but you never know. And then I need to get the centrifuge online. But all my stuff is going elsewhere. I'm building too fast. We can also do a little bit of power like this. Something like this, and get a little bit more industrial work up here so we can get some more planks. And then power this up like so. Get pathing set up. And then we do need to look to do a tapper shack. I will start to need pine resin to build that. So we're going to come over here. What? Is there a resource there? Yes. And then I do want to cut trees. Don't cut these guys, because I want those for pine. So, oh no, I'm out of water. Oh, we have more days to go. That is bad. That is really bad. Okay, so hopefully that water lasts. That can reach all of those, which is good, and then we can get some more storage over here as well for all of that. Did not realize we were in a water crisis. No good selected. I don't know what I need right now. Could set it to that. Don't really need it. For now, let's just make more dynamite. Why not? Okay. Hopefully this lasts another 2 days worth of water. We need, this is now a higher priority than everything else. We can't build it right now because we don't have any materials. But that's another me problem, right? We can also get another gear workshop up here like this. And then I can just connect power in like that. And then we can migrate power over, even there. Or just build it this way to get more industrial production up here. And all this will be powered. This was all connected to that network once that's all built. Let's increase your priority so things are going there. Okay, water is coming back. This is a new crisis. So I definitely need much more water storage. I prioritize these things. We're actually going to get more water storage once they move that out. And then we'll get another pumper as well so we can fill this up. And then something else we want to do. Water, higher priority. Alright, what else we're going to want to do is actually dynamite all this out. So I don't have the materials right now. Seems that we will be able to last this and not really have a lot of beavers die. We're having water come back. But we need more pumpers, and I need this to be deeper. And by making this deeper, we have more of a reservoir. These guys can go all the way to 6. And we're only using 2. So we're gonna have to destroy and I think remake all these? I don't know. If I go to dynamite for landscaping, what does it show me? Ooh, I can actually, oh, we can actually just dynamite underneath them. Perfect. But we're gonna wanna do that. And can I dynamite under this thing? I don't know. Oh, I can. Perfect. We can actually get all of that. That'll be amazing. Okay, water's returned. We are okay. So water returning, you'll flow. These things will come back online. We'll have that. This needs to be built, but we need all this production up. All right, water has returned. Very happy about that. Let's go ahead and do a little bit of presetting for this. Something like that. And that will just allow me to come down here to build stuff. I could even get more storage over here. There we go. So we're getting a little bit more storage online for all these things. This is all growing. We do have people in here. Perfect. Are you storing anything? Not yet. This is completely filled. It's probably another reason why we're losing all that water. But we should starting to be prioritizing this now. If I check the priority of the world, they are the highest priority things in there. ¿Qué pasa? There we go, just build all that real fast. Logs actually kind of ran low as well. That's insane. How are we doing beaver-wise? Beaver-wise, we are coming up. Still have 12 beds. We have 40-something beavers. I think we can support one last one. Now, once we get far enough, we could move over to this. Now, this needs treated planks, though, which is partially what we're working towards. Unconnected buildings. Oh, you're not connected either. There, you can build all that. And then this needs to be high priority as well, so we can start getting our water back up. I do need another pumper though. And then once all that's done, we're going to get this and that online. So they should build that first. We should have enough water for now. I just need more beavers. More beavers will help. Food is actually starting to hurt a little bit. And that is not good. Actually, it's because we didn't have power for so long. You should be working pretty hard. But to help manage that, we are also going to get food fermenter. Pop you in there so we can get pathing up like that. That's a 4. I don't think there's any. Actually, no, I think if I go to food oil press, it requires power. However, we might be able to do that. I don't know, that's kind of tight. We can just do that. I really want to actually build a monument, but I don't have... You're 1,000, and I don't really have a lot of wood. All this is coming online. We can still reach these things. Did I not mark those for cutting? Oh, I did not. And you guys can't reach there, so... There we go. That is a lot of trees, though. We could technically get up here as well if I built a ramp. We could do that. Don't know, but we need production up. So all these planks should be going here. Actually, where are they going? Oh, all my planks are going everywhere else but there. So this just doesn't... Oh, it's not connected because I don't have that. Now it's connected. But gears should be going here, my metal block should be going there. We should be doing okay going forward. And then, how are we doing? They're actually starting to put logs in. Oh, this is where all my logs are going. They're starting to put logs into these systems. But we do have another water pump, deep water pump. We're going to go ahead and add that right there. Do a little bit of that. Then how are we doing up here? That still needs to be connected. You guys are working on this. And once we get that, we can actually unlock the other bits. And I actually want to demolish all of that. I prioritize all that. So that they're doing something. Are you almost up? We just need gears and metal blocks. Are you even working? Oh, we're running out of power situation. Oh, that's where all my logs went. So we are also going to prioritize this system because that will allow me to add another 500 horsepower to the system. And then once these come online, which those should be lower priority, we're still working that. That's still working over there. Okay, it's just it's now a waiting game for the most part. Log should be going into there. We are getting our water back, but I do need this online. So what is going on with you? It's 2 scrap every 2 hours to get 1, so we're really not producing a lot. If I get power, actually, if I do a little bit of this, then we can get metal, another smelter up here like that. There we go. And they should be able to build this from the corners, especially if we do that and that. So they should build that first, which they shouldn't be touching the bad water there. And then that should all be good. But this guy is producing crazy amounts of power, and he is connected. Perfect. We want you to be actually high prioritized too, just because we need those logs. How are we doing on logs there? These are all getting pines. Oh, that's right. We wanted to get the tapper shack. And then I was going to 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We'll build the super storage there for the sap. And then how are we doing elsewhere? You guys should be, I think it's more of a matter of resources. So for now, we're going to actually cut these trees down. I need the wood, and I'm nowhere near the necessity right now for the tapper. We're still going to start pre-building everything over here, but we don't need that up and running. Building lacks power. Why? Oh, it's because we didn't give it power. Super high prioritize, and then you guys can start making stuff. If I actually am smart about this. Or maybe not. I was thinking I could build storage. No, we can just build storage adjacent or just up top here. Up top actually works. So if I go to storage, since I've already migrated all the power over, we can just do that. And you can be extract. This actually opens up the ability though to get another bad water pump. Like that. And then if we build a bit of scaffolding here, we should be able to get another one. Like that. This might need to be upgraded. Alright, but we have 2 vacancies. Don't really care about that stuff. They should have cleared that out so we can at least get the large warehouse here. You are going to be sap, like so. Still have the ability to build power over here if we need to. And that still needs planks. Okay. How is this going? You're almost done. And then they should start working that. Are you guys done over here yet? Not yet. And then how are we doing getting up here? We are starting to... How did you guys even build that? Oh, they can build it from here. Okay, all that's connected, all that's connected. And we should, once the day is started, start to get... That needs to be online. I just need someone to whack that with a hammer. Then you guys will have power. Bad tide approaching. Not the end of the world. We'll still have some power. There we go. So now what we can do, if I go to landscaping, I want triple dynamite. Something like that. Yes. We'll go ahead and clear out this. And then we'll get a fluid dump there. For this though, we are going to expand out our crops and get all this to be a nice tree grid. So what we're going to want is plant trees. Something like that. And then we're going to expand out. What am I lacking? The mangroves are gone. Let's actually get some... Canola would be good. So we can do a nice patch of canola here. Like that. And then we can do some soybeans. Like that. There's tons of canola, and then we will get some corn like that. That is filling with water. We are getting above the water limit, which is excellent. The other thing that we can start doing now is this. And if I just go ahead and I prioritize the ones that are underneath those guys, we will have a little bit more, which also means I need to prioritize this. I don't know if they can get to any of those. That's a new day problem. The bad tide is not good. Hopefully it is a short bad tide. These are almost done. And then what are these? Kohlrabies. We're actually fine on kohlrabi. I'm thinking of planting these as cassavas. But this will all be filled in once this is set. We even have a little bit there. Can they even reach these? Don't know. How are we doing on extract? Extract is coming along. We have 18. Oh, hold on. Now you guys can set all that. Alright, the bad tide is going to approach though. We do have a little bit more water than what we had before. It is only a 2-day bad tide, so we can actually just continue pumping to maintain everything. I'm okay with that. And then what else? Beaver's injured. How many medical beds do I have? I have 2. Actually, I have 3, so we are okay on that front. Still have beaver beds available. We even cleared all that out. Happy about that. So now we can do that. We have the 1,000. I am going to go ahead and build a labor monument. Check. And then we can actually get... This one requires power, but we... Oh my gosh. We could build you here. If I built the scaffolding up, and then we have power right there that we can just migrate over. So I'm excited about that. New beaver happiness is underway. And then let's go ahead and start prioritizing these guys. Get that pathing set up all the way over. Another day, another adventure. But the extract is at 20. These guys will come online. We'll have more bad water keep producing. The network is struggling, but that is okay. We are working on providing more once that is online. Gears, we have 54. We just need to whack that with a little bit of metals, and then we'll be solid. Once these guys are done, we can actually close that down. We are starting to work on this, but we do need to go to our metal production over here, and I do need to unlock the efficient mine. That will require us to get the Tubeway set up, and I don't know how we're going to do that. Unless we go around the back here, which we can. I'm not opposed to it. So what we would do is come over here. Like this. And then I would need something like that. Oh, there's actually natural stairs there? Oh man, man. Well, then we have to modify this a little bit, because I want to use the natural stairs at least. And I'm going to also get rid of these, and that allows me to fit one more in there. One more engine, so we'd have 5 engines to power us through whatever we needed to. How are we doing on that log? We have 0 logs, so that is a problem, but we do have the second water source online. This is also set. So now I can do a fluid dump. Like so. And then now, how are we doing? This harvest is almost ready. I have 2 beavers that need jobs. That is okay. For now, we can add them here. 4 beds. Not ideal, but what we can do is get housing. Did I never get the large barracks? Oh, I never did. Well, we do something like that. And then we can get decorations. Something like this, and this will require a little bit of scaffolding. Like so. To, I think, reach all that, and then we'll destroy it. That's going to require logs, though. I think we've done quite a bit, though. We've got research online. We're starting to even build a monument. We're working towards getting everything up and running, such that food is coming back, which is good. We're getting the mangroves, so I'm happy about that. We have water up here, so this is going to be our wood source. We can also get a little bit of corn, it looks like, right there. So we're starting to get a little bit more planting going on. Once this metal clears out over here, we have 2 more jobs available, because I'm going to destroy those. So we'll have 3 beavers in total. This is going to take 1 of them. We're going to fill this up, get all that to be green, and we'll start planting over there. We're going to start getting the Tapper Shack online, and then, speaking of which, we do need to do that, so all those come back. Since this forest is almost ready, and we will have beavers ready to cut. We're starting to, though, expand up here. This is going to be a new industrial area. We need to build more power. In fact, if I look at power, I don't know if I can build there. We might have to move 1 more over, which I'm okay with as well. But we're now starting to try to get over here, such that we can start to get the efficient mine online. So we're going to need 4,000. So that's what we're going to kind of focus on going forward, and hopefully next time we can even get there. But I do want, I think there would be good. Power, another large water wheel, perfect. And then you guys can come right over here, get this tubeway set up like so. And I would really like to have it come up and over even more. And I could use these guys to do so. Because like this can go over all of that. We could bypass a lot because this is a lot faster. You know, we're going to try to do that. Hold on. Oh. Because that actually helps us out a little bit, I think. So what we will do is a little bit of a project here. I don't have enough science points because that is 3,000. Okie dokie. Well, we still need lots of science. This is at least producing 10 an hour when it's at max efficiency. So we are okay on that front for now. I also need to remove these guys so that we can get power connected. Like so. We could even get some battery cavities if we so chose. There's not really a lot of high points like the last time, other than all the way over here, and this is just too far to migrate power from. But yeah, that is going to do it for today. I'm really kind of liking where this is going. I think we've done quite a bit. But, oh, these jobs are even done. So we come over here, and we do that as I get distracted. But that, like I said, will do it for today. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a fantastic day, but I will catch you at the next one. Dr. Munchkin, signing out.